What's going on there, everyone? Alright, so Bill Barr just got done giving a description of the Mueller report and how it's going to be redacted, how it's going to be laid out, and all that. So it's going to be out later today. I'll be making another very short video where I can put the link in the description for everyone can see the redacted version for now. But he came out and he clearly stated that him, Rod Rosenstein, they both scoured over it and concluded that there was no case for obstruction. That the president's administration cooperated fully with the investigation. They didn't try to hide anything. They didn't try to use executive privilege to just keep people quiet and keep things from being put out there. They cooperated fully. So that's always good. The media is already trying to spin it. Even Fox News, certain anchors on Fox News are already trying to spin this as the AG's just acting on behalf of the president. Wouldn't, in a common sense type world, which we don't seem to live in right now, wouldn't it make a lot of sense and make people a lot happier and feel more at ease knowing that your president didn't do anything? Didn't try to obstruct justice, didn't try to collude with a foreign government. Shouldn't that put people at ease? Shouldn't that make people feel good? They don't seem to want to feel that way. They don't seem to like that answer. They actually seem like they wanted our president of the United States to be working with a foreign government. What the hell's wrong with these people? This is something we should all be rejoicing about. Say, oh, after almost 700 days of constant investigation, it's come out that he's cleared. Right on. We should move on. Try to get some shit done. But no. Alas, that would make too much sense. Now we have to deal with, of course, the redactions, which he came out and clearly labeled the redactions in the piece that they're going to see. Excuse me. All the redactions are clearly labeled in color to let you know whether it was a grand jury information, whether it's information on an ongoing investigation, or whether it's just personal information that shouldn't be out there, in order not to dox people or whatever. But yeah, so I can't wait to see this. I have a good feeling that no matter what type of language is in there, it's never gonna be good enough. It's never gonna be good enough. You have people that were praised and praised and praised by the Democrats that are still working, well, as of before Mueller completed his report. We're still working with Mueller and everything, and they're turning on them too. They're turning on Mueller. They've turned on Rosenstein. They turned on Barr as soon as he pretty much spoke out about the way that they were treating the president. He didn't agree with. He didn't agree with how everything went down. So they immediately hated on him, which is I can't say understandable. It's not understandable. Where, all right, to put it in some type of perspective, when it comes to investigations, well, Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration should and probably are going to be investigated now because of this report and how everything started. But there's many of things they did wrong, and there were investigations where they just said, you know what? She made a mistake. Yeah, normally someone could probably go to prison for this, but we're just going to say, oh, Miss Clinton made a mistake. She made a bad judgment, poor judgment. Okay. What did us conservatives do? We got mad. And then we kind of just said, all right, well, they said, no problem. It was just her stupidity did it, They're not going to put her in jail or charge her with anything. What you gonna do? And we got over it and we moved on to more important issues. Democrats, please do the same. For the good of the country, just do that. Do it for all of us. You don't have to like the president. But a good portion of the country support this president. And it's your job to support the people of this country. Do your damn job for a change. Please. How much do you need to hear? How much does Barr have to say? Y'all are going to probably end up seeing the whole unredacted version of this regardless. I'm sure y'all will push for it and get it somehow. Somehow or another, you will be able to see it. And I think at some point during like a closed situation, they're allowed to do that. Which they should. I'm for full government transparency. You know? I think the government should be 100% transparent with us, you know, the people that fund the government and make the government what it is. And give it the power that it has. With exceptions to names or addresses and personal information. But, yeah. I don't think it'd be any problem to release practically unredacted information. I don't think Barr has a problem with that either. He's got to do this to cover his own butt legally, which is understandable. But Congress can see it if they are so inclined to, which you know they're going to. You know they're going to go absolutely apeshit about this. This is what they do. They've been waiting for this just for they can get it, you know, a little media cycle going about how they distrust Barr and how they think he is just an agent for President Trump and all this. They don't care that he is working and making sure that he goes exactly by the law and the standards and everything set before him. They don't care that he's going exactly by that. No, because that's not how a Democrat would do things. They would, you know, they would manipulate things a little bit, which we've seen I don't know how many times. It's uncountable at this point. Conservatives do the same thing. I'm not saying that that's beneath conservatives to do that type of thing either. No, that's politics for you. Politics sucks. It's a dirty place with dirty people involved. Every once in a while you'll have a good guy, but most of the time it's the latter. But once again, the bars came out. Special counsel found no collusion. There were 10 instances where they had to go through. I want to say it was 10. I could be off on that number, but I think it was 10 instances where they went through, and we're looking at obstruction. And when all was said and done, there wasn't enough to support an obstruction of justice charge. So he's off of that too. This has been a giant waste of money. All they indicted were some Russian nationals that will never, ever see the inside of an American courtroom. So I don't even know why those indictments were put out there, because they know just as well as all of us know that these are frivolous indictments. They'll never come to anything. But so far, it's still a win for President Trump. One of the reporters asked Barr, she was like, well, a lot of people saying you're working with Trump and all this because when you mention spying, now Trump's using that in his campaign speech. Yeah, and there's clearly inaccuracies in how this whole thing got started in the first place. It's going to be a mess from the Democratic end, no matter how you look at it. In my heart of hearts, I feel this situation is finally over. And it's time to move on. We got 2020 to look forward to. We got more policy changes. We still got the border issue that is ever increasingly getting worse down there. Let's focus on that. Stop investigating every damn thing. The guy's clean. As much as you hate him, as brash as he is, as unpresidential as he may be, it's what the people voted for, and he's doing a pretty good job. Yes, he screws up here and there, but he's a human. He's just a man. Everyone screws up. Man, woman, and child. We all fuck up here and there. Not that big of a deal. Especially because his little oopsies are just that. They're little oopsies. They're little, I wish he wouldn't have did that type things, you know. But what can you do? I'm not one of those bleeding heart MAGA hat wearing, you know, rocking an old Ireland hat. But I do support this president. I think he's done considerably a fantastic job from a guy who's never really been in politics, never had to worry about policies, but that's a businessman for you. He was used to dealing with people all the time. He was used to dealing with foreign nationals all the time. You know, he was building damn hotels and golf courses everywhere, so he knows how to deal with people, and he's been doing a damn good job. I wish people would just see that. Put your own hatred and all that aside and look at the accomplishments and look at what he's trying to accomplish, and you'll see that there's a president that is working for the people of the United States. He's not working to benefit other governments like past administrations, conservative and Democrat. Whenever you get a globalist in office, everything goes to hell. That's how it works. And neocons are generally globalists too. So, just to let you know about the neocons, don't trust neocons. They're not that good. But they're still better than a Democrat. But I digress. I will catch y'all a little later. Like I said, I will have another short video coming out, and I will have in that video a link to the redacted Muller report for everyone can go take a look at it for their own. I'm going to be going through it. I know it's possibly over 400 pages, so it's going to take a while. But like I said, I don't expect to find anything. I feel like we've been told pretty much by the man in charge that there's nothing really there. I'm sure there's going to be enough weird wording to where people are going to be able to run with a little bit of weird spins, but we'll find out soon enough. It's going to be out today, and like I said, I will be out here to make sure I share it with all of you who want to see it. As always, like, share, and subscribe, and I will catch y'all on the flip side.